there, I'm Corey Walmsley, for anybody who doesn't know me. Um, so I wanted to talk today about your core values and how you can pull those through in your book. Um, the way I'm doing a lot of my lives is going back and looking at some of my older blog posts, and this one was kind of surprising to me, mostly because I've been looking at my business and how I've been structuring things this week. And this is just the topic I happened to pull for today, talking about core values and branding your author business. So since I've kind of moved away from general books and toward working with more business owners who are writing books, I wanted to talk about how you can reflect this, your core values in your book. So a lot of people, when they're looking at their core values, they pick like a word like, nature or peace, things like that. You can look at things that really mean the most to you. A lot of people would pick like family if you have kids, hope, love, stuff like that. Um, so this all started when I was taking a quiz. I think it was Carrie's Mooney is her name. And she had this archetypes quiz, and I was looking at it, and actually gonna pull that up for a second. So when I took this quiz, primary archetype, when I took this quiz, I came up as the creator archetype. And I mean, I'm a writer. I write, I paint, I dance, I do all kinds of creative stuff. So creator really, was spot on. But a lot of the things in the list of words that might resonate with creators really struck me as being absolutely me. Create, culture, innovate, imagine, all of those words, those are kind of, resonating with core values, things that are super important to me. And, when I initially took this quiz and thought about it, I started thinking about what those words meant to me and what it means to be a creator, what it means to value creativity and making things and helping others create. I tend to be a connector. I tend to be somebody who likes to pull creativity out of others as well. And the words I had come up with as I was reading back through this blog post were magic, inspiration, and laughter. And those are all things that I highly value. They're all important in my branding. They're all important in, working with clients and helping them pull those out of their own stories. I want to pull out the magic. I want to pull out the inspiration, and I want it to be fun. I don't want people to look at writing a book as some sort of drudgery that they have to, chain themselves to their desks and do it. It's fun and it's a creative process. And for me, creative stuff is just awesome. So how can you do this with your own branding? You look at your business, you might have a brand already, you might have, your logo and all the stuff that goes with that. You might have ideals. So when you're doing your book, you want it to match up with that business model. You don't want something that's going to be completely off brand from your business, especially if you want to reach the same audience that you have for your business. Now, if you're doing something completely different, if you are working on a book that doesn't necessarily relate to your business, then you can look at what your core values are and how you want them to connect with the book and do it as something completely separate. So if you have a business like a law firm and then you're writing some books talking about your journey after you were injured and you've come through it and you want to help other people come through the same sort of injury, then you don't have to worry about them matching up necessarily. Just know that when you are writing a book, you're creating a business, and it can be separate from what you already have. You just want it to be in alignment with who you want to reach and what you want to get out of it. So when you sit down to write your book, think about some of those words. Think about what resonates with you, what's going to be something that'll resonate with your audience. For me, like I said, magic, inspiration, and laughter. And I do that with my writing clients. I do that with the books that I've already written. And then my daughter and I were actually writing a book together. I haven't talked much about this, but we've done some illustrations. We wrote the book already. I did some illustrations, and it's actually about her stuffed animal that's been her best friend since the day she was born, Monkey. See if I can tip this so you can actually see it. Yeah, there's Monkey. The lighting in here is a little weird. There's Monkey coming to life and granting wishes. Magic. So my books all align with that brand. The book is funny, it's magical, and it's also inspiring because the girls solve a problem in the book and they connect better at the end of the book. So it all lined up for me. So rereading that blog post today was kind of a cool way of saying, yeah, I do have everything, everything is focused on those same core values. So if you guys have core values that you've been thinking about, or if you have some words that you've been thinking about kind of focusing on, put them in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about who you want to reach and if that aligns with who you want to reach. So I just thought that was kind of cool. Oh, and what I was going to say about the book. So one of the things I've always kind of held in my mind, one of my favorite phrases is make your own magic. And I was actually going to use that with the book. So rereading that blog post today was especially funny because I've been thinking about like doing a little logo to put in the book with Monkey, and how we can kind of incorporate that. And it was going to say make your own magic. So just some cool thoughts. Yeah, so let me know what your core values are, how they align with your book, how they align with your business, how that all kind of connects with your audience. So have a good day.